Okay, welcome everyone. Those of you who are on us live, it's nice to see your beautiful shining faces. So tonight we're going to be practicing beautiful winter solstice meditation. So make yourselves comfortable and cozy. I hope those of you who are joining us in our colder climates are warm and cozy and snug. And yeah, I know it's chilly up here. And those in the south, I hope you're cool and cozy. So tonight's meditation, hang on just one sec. We're going to be tuning into that greater stillness and really tuning into that magic of this time of year. The winter solstice is really powerful, and it's filled with so much peace and love and hopefulness as we return towards the light and the sun starts moving in our direction once again. So we're going to tune into that space. I'm going to do a small little ceremony to start us off, just to attune to the universe and that cosmic element. And the 5 elements in particular. It'll be very short, just to start us off, and then we'll move into a series of breath practices, pranayama and kriya, and then we'll end with some mantra and intention. So let's get started, shall we? Let me just do one thing really quick and then we'll get started. So for yourselves, you don't need anything. You don't need any props. You don't need to set yourself up in any special way. Just come as you are, seated in a nice comfortable chair or on the floor, wherever you're most comfortable. Once we start doing the breath practices themselves, I do encourage you to move forwards to the front of the chair if you're on the chair, so that your spine's away from the back of the chair and your feet are planted firmly on the ground. Wonderful. All right. So let's tune in to the universe, tune into the 5 elements. Svaha Tat Savitur Vareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. So come to that comfortable seated position wherever you are. Lengthen the spine. Rest the hands on the tops of the thighs, palms facing down, and close the eyes. And just take a few rounds of breath to arrive in this moment. In this time of darkness, we step into the darkness of winter together, relishing and embracing that fertile space, that sacred space, the sacred pause. Just allow your breath to soften here. As we tune into the magic of the winter solstice and the return of light. Building our own inner light together as we practice. It's a potent time of year to rest and reflect and nourish ourselves. So take this time here to give yourself a little grace and gratitude for showing up to the practice. To align yourself with the natural rhythms of the cosmos, creating balance and harmony in this mind-body complex. And gently opening the eyes, coming back into the space. We'll begin with prana apana. So we're gonna just gently breathe in and out through the nose. We're gonna take our hands, making prana mudra first. So peace sign fingers are together, the other 3 finger pads touch, backs of the palms on the tops of the thighs. Inhaling here through the nose. And then as you exhale through the nose, flip the palms over, stick out your pointer and pinky fingers, the other 3 finger pads connect. Rest the hands and the wrist comfortably on the tops of the thighs, palms facing down as you exhale. And inhale, returning back to prana mudra, peace sign fingers connect. Inhaling deeply through the nose. And then exhale, apana, that downward moving energy, sticking out your pointer and pinky fingers. Begin to follow the breath in and out, syncing the mudras with the breath. Inhale, prana, energy rising. Exhale, apana, downward moving energy. Continue. Keeping the eyes open as long as you need to. It takes a little muscle memory. Allow the brain to learn the mudras, learn the shapes. Inhaling prana. Exhale, apana. After a few rounds, your breath will naturally lengthen. Soften. Begin to watch the energy rise and fall as the breath softens. Creating balance and harmony within the body-mind. Energy rise, energy fall. practicing this technique, we're mirroring the cycles of nature, the ebb and flow of the tide, the rise and set of the sun and moon, the cycles of our natural world and the cycles within ourselves. Uplifting as you inhale, grounding as you exhale. Take one more round of breath. And then releasing the technique, sit tall with the eyes deeply closed, attention inward. Allow the breath to normalize and come back home to center. Always returning home, training the brain to find comfort in the stillness and the darkness that lies within, for that's the place from which we all came, the womb space, outer space, the universe, the richness of the dark. Gently opening the eyes, coming back into the space. We'll continue with Alom Velom, alternate nostril breath. So we're going to work with the right peace sign fingers. Take them between the brows, so touching right in between the eyebrow, pressing into the pineal gland, the third eye center. We're toggling using the right thumb and the right ring finger between the right and left nostril. Beginning by closing the right nostril, inhale through the left for a count of 4. Close both and hold at the top for a count of 4. Lift the right thumb, exhale through the right for a count of 8. And in through the right for 4. Close and hold 4. Out left 8. In left 4. Hold 4. Out right 8. Continue on your own. Follow the pattern, follow the breath. round. Releasing the hand down. Sit tall with the eyes closed. Normalize the breath. Noticing what's occurring in the body. Any restlessness beginning to dissolve as the nervous system comes into greater rest and stabilization. Harmony. Continue with a technique called Sukha Shunya, finding comfort in the stillness. So this breath, we're going to alternate the breath between the nose and the mouth. So we're splitting the breath up into 8 equal parts. Again, alternating between the nose and mouth as we inhale, and then the same as we exhale, alternating between the nose and mouth in 8 parts. And I know that sounds confusing. I'll demonstrate it for you. Those who've been practicing with me for a while, you can go ahead and begin. So we're going to begin 8-part breath, alternating between the nose and the mouth. Again, I'll demonstrate first, and then we'll begin together. Hold at the top, just for as long as comfortable. And then exhaling, alternating between the nose and mouth in 8 parts. Let's go ahead and try it. Remember, not breathing in between. 8-part inhale, alternate nose and mouth. Again. Hold. 8 parts out, alternate nose and mouth. Continue. Inhale in 8 parts. Nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. Hold. Exhale, 8 parts. Nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. Continue. Find your cadence, find your rhythm. Become your own metronome. 2 counts of 4 or 1 count of 8. Alternating between the nose and the mouth. Holding at the top. Same on the way down. Alternating between the nose and the mouth. 8 parts out. shunya, building the capacity for stillness, gaining comfort in that sacred pause, the space between the breath. Again, we mirror nature and align with nature, using the breath, tuning into that peaceful, Zen-like state. In between the breath where there's nothing. Building our capacity to extend that space as we breathe. Much like the solstice, where we have this point of suspension, of extended darkness, the sacred pause. Complete the round you're on. Sit tall with the eyes closed. Come back to center. Experience the darkness within, behind closed eyes. And know that the greatest light is oftentimes the one you cannot see. That light within flickering. Breath normalizes, comes back to center. You can open the eyes or keep them closed if you'd like. We'll continue with breath of light. So now that we've tuned into that restful state, we're going to start building that inner radiance, that radiant glow. Now that the nervous system is stabilized, de-excited, de-stressed. Restlessness has gone away. Begin building the light. So breath of light. Inhaling in 7 parts through the nose, holding at the top for as long as comfortable, and then exhaling in 1 smooth, even breath out the nose. So let's go ahead and begin. I am going to exaggerate the sound. You can do it more quietly. It'll be easier that way. So let's begin. Breath of light, 7 parts in through the nose. Hold at the top. 1 part out through the nose. Again, 7 parts in. Hold at the top. 1 smooth breath out. And keeping the mouth closed as you practice, continue on your own. 7 parts in. Seven parts in through the nose. Hold at the top, draw that internal gaze up and in towards that third eye center, uplifting your energy, uplifting that inner light. And exhale through the nose. As you breathe, as you practice, begin visualizing or feeling that light within, that shimmering ball of energy, spinning around in colors, shining silver and gold and white, growing larger with each breath from that still center, growing and expanding, moving through the body, through the cells and the tissues, and beginning to radiate outwards, extending beyond the skin, beyond the body into the energy field. Continue watching it grow. Feel it expand and radiate out, growing larger around the body, creating a protective and permeable sphere around. Clearing the energy field. Charging the space in which you sit with radiant, luminous light. last round. Feel that light expanding out. Release the techniques. It's all eyes closed. Normalize the breath. Taking a few rounds. Savor this moment. This blissful, rich state of being. And gently opening the eyes, coming back into the space. We'll practice one final technique. We're going to take our hands over the heart space, palms facing the body, about 6 inches away maybe, elbows out to the side. Beginning here, we're going to chant slowly, aham, I am. And then opening the arms out to the sides, prakasha, light. Bringing the hands back in, aham. Opening them out, prakasha, aham, prakasha. You can close the eyes if you like, continue practicing, aham, prakasha. Nice and slow, aham, prakasha, I am. Light, prakasha, aham, prakasha, aham, prakasha. Feel that energy radiating out from the heart space. Feel the fingertips moving through that electromagnetic field that surrounds the body. The mantra, keep the arms open, holding that ball of energy, that sphere of light, holding it between the arms, surrounding the body, radiant, golden, shimmering light. Over the heart, right over left. Drawing that light back into your core, into the heart space, into your being, into this body. Filled with peaceful, loving, radiant light. Be still for a moment. just allow the breath to be effortless. Relax into the quiet. There's a question you'd like to ask yourself or ask the universe, nature, the divine, you can ask it now in this space. Releasing that quandary. Being still. Relaxed in the quiet, in peace, in the sacred pause. I invite you to just allow whatever it is that's bubbling up, rising to the surface. Perhaps it's a reflection on the year. What you're ready to let go of, what you're desiring to take with you. Maybe it's hopefulness for the year ahead. Spending time with family and loved ones. Whatever it may be, rest with that without passing any particular judgment. Just allow. And if you feel called to set an intention for yourself for this week, this holiday season, this ending of the year, or maybe the year ahead, go ahead and plant that seed of intention in this fertile ground, this rich, dark earth. Namaskar Mudra. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you all for joining tonight. It's been a pleasure and an honor. If anybody, I know it's getting late, so I won't keep anyone. My pleasure. My pleasure. Have a beautiful night. If you have to sign off, you can. If you enjoyed that and want to keep doing more, I invite you to, if you're not already, join Yoga Soul Rising. There are tons of practices in there. We do 2 lives a month and much, much more. So if you're interested, just let me know and I'll send you more info about that. This is all yoga, right? There's large misconceptions in the West with what yoga is, but everything we just did is yoga. You don't have to be in downward dog and doing chaturangas to be practicing yoga. If anybody wants to hang on and chat, oh good, great Nora, I'm so glad, feel refreshed. If anybody wants to share anything, you're welcome to. You're welcome. Oh, good. I'm glad your passages are cleared. It's important to have those passages clear. If we can't breathe properly or well, a lot of our other bodily functions don't quite work right, and it can add to stress levels that we don't really need in our body. So, yeah, it's a good thing. This particular set that we practice tonight is designed to de-excite and stabilize the nervous system. So you will likely feel a blanket of calm over you. Yeah, that's the nervous system resetting. So, yeah. Or sleep. Yeah, go right to bed. All right, wonderful. Well, have yourselves a merry little Christmas and happy Hanukkah and happy New Year. All of the beautiful festivals of lights that are around right now. It's no wonder our ancestors have honored the solstice for as long as they have. So thank you for joining. Thank yourselves again. And I'll see you next time. Namaste. Ciao, ciao.